so I'm at Trader Joe's, and I just did some little bit of shopping, obviously. Like, no, I just came to hang out. And I found what I think is going to be a game changer. They're chili spiced mangoes. Are you kidding? And I picked them up because I'm trying, you know, as you know, to like just be mindful of what I'm eating. And I really went over there looking for kale chips, and then I was like, maybe I'll get some dried fruit. And I saw these, and I was like, okay, so I feel like it's allowed. Spicy, sweet. I love dried mango. They're really good. So I'm gonna try it. Oh my god. Here's the sitch. They are super sweet, because it's a dried mango, so it's gonna be kind of like candy. And then as soon as you like take a few bites, you get this hit of spice like towards the back of your mouth. It's awesome. And then you get it again, like that's a rotating, so it goes like sweet spicy, and the texture is really nice. It's like gummy, like a candy. So the ingredients are right here, just so you know I'm not making anything up. Mango, paprika, sugar, salt, citric acid, and cayenne. They said that there are 7 servings in here, which make me feel like you can probably only eat 2 of these at once without like killing yourself. There's 110 calories per serving, which is about a quarter cup. So actually a quarter cup of dried fruit is pretty intense, so you probably should be eating more than that anyways. But it would be totally possible to eat this entire bag. I was worried that my wife was just gonna know about these from watching this video. It's a good, like, I can already tell this is gonna be a good snacking curber if you're trying to limit the amount of food that you're eating, which is kind of weird if you're on a plant-based diet, because if you're not eating a bunch of convenience foods, you don't really know that life. Like, I'm not about that calorie counting life, okay? But still, just, you know, be mindful of what you're eating. Don't eat a bunch of empty calories. It is sugar anyway, even if it is natural sugar, so save room for, you know, more fiber. There's no fiber in this, you know, fiber, protein, all that yummy stuff that I can't think of right now because I'm just hoping to get back to this. That's my first impressions. Chili spiced mango slices. I got this in the dried fruit section. You ready for the ball, Josie? You ready for the ball? Ooh, 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 ooh. Ready? Ready? Go get it! I know where it went. I know where it went. I know where it went. Ha! I found it. Go get it. Are you having fun? Hey guys, just wanted to check in. This is going to be super short. As you might be able to tell, I got my wisdom teeth out this morning. The surgery went pretty well. I did go under with general anesthesia this time. I got my bottom tube out before. And the first one was awesome. It took like 10 minutes. And the second one, it took like an hour. I had to crack it. It was terrible. So I was like, I'm never doing that again. So I went to sleep this time and it was fine. It's my 2 upper teeth. I'm really tired, pretty drugged up. But the pain seems to be pretty manageable right now. I'm not numb anymore, and I still seem to be kind of okay, so it's good. I want to talk about 2 things. One is my skin. So I take like really painstakingly good care of my skin, and it's really frustrating. It's easy to be frustrated initially when I have weeks like this where it's just like it won't calm down. It really hasn't been a week, it's been more like 10 days, but that 10 days really corresponds with how stressed I've been. I worked a lot in a row for the first time in a long time. We adopted our dog, as you guys know, which has required us to get up very early during the week at 5, and then on the weekends, like really no later than 6:30. So I've been really tired and I've been really stressed out about my surgery. So I'm hoping in the last couple of days it has started to go down. This is legit the worst my skin has ever been, and definitely in a long time. So like I got in the car with my dad today. He was like, "What's wrong with your face?" And I was like, "Nothing." And then the second thing is the lady at the, I shouldn't say lady, she's definitely like a nurse at the orthopedic surgeon. I didn't go to an orthopedic surgeon. The people that took my teeth out. She told me to eat a milkshake or a smoothie, and I made soup last night, like getting ready for knowing I'm not gonna be able to crunch or chew. I have frozen meatballs. I have all this stuff. She said milkshake, and I was like, well, like as you guys know, I've been really mindful about what I'm eating, and old Alicia was like, oh girl, she said get a milkshake, like you better go get a milkshake. So I don't know anywhere around here that has plant-based milkshakes that you can just get. So when we went to go get my medicine, I got some Almond Dream mint chocolate chip, which is my favorite flavor. And I made it like as a pint, and I had 2 different milkshakes on 2 separate occasions this afternoon, and I feel like absolute garbage. Guys, the sugar that I ate today, I'm pretty sure is making me feel worse than my surgery. Like, that is something to say. I'm going to make some cream spinach right now, because if I don't get some, like, whole food in me, I don't know. I have, like, the worst headache. I'm a little dehydrated, but that sugar, ugh. Which is good, because for me, even though I'm consciously trying to break habits, it's easy for me to revert back. And I feel like some of you guys could probably relate to that, right? So I really like when food gives me an adverse reaction, and I react badly to food, because then I don't want to eat it. And I also like that because maybe like 2 months ago, I could totally eat a pint of ice cream, and I might be sleepy, but it's not going to make me feel bad. So the fact that I feel this terrible after eating some ice cream, a lot of ice cream, means that I've effectively been making good changes, because I haven't been like sneaking too much here and there on my road to my best self. So anyway, I'm gonna go make some cream spinach. Hope you guys are staying happy and healthy as always. Love you. Good afternoon, you guys. So it's almost 1 o'clock on a Sunday here at home for me. I just finished meditating, and I wanted to kind of give you an update, another one, on my wellness journey. Well, most importantly, I feel, like I told you, I am really working on embracing myself and being satisfied with what I have, materialistically, physically, really focusing on being grateful and appreciating what's around me versus looking at it in a way of like, I don't have this yet, or I want this, or I haven't done this, and appreciating my progress. That being said, I feel like I really, like, I can notice, just because I know myself the best, where I've grown the most, or where I am continuing to grow, rather. I am not nearly as critical. I definitely have my moments. I mean, I'm human, and but I really feel like I'm really accepting, physically at least, where I am, and without apology. So, without getting like super deep and at risk of going off on like a million tangents, I'll say that my biggest thing is, like, with my skin, it's always been my biggest insecurity. I have been really stressed out and tired, mostly stressed because I've been so tired lately, and it really broke my skin out. Like, this is actually a really big improvement. It's a lot more scarring, new scarring, than actual like active acne, but that's just how my face goes. So usually I would be like filtering or trying to find a good lighting angle or something. Actually, this is pretty good. I'm gonna stay here. But like, this is me. I can't apologize for being myself. And even more than can't, I won't anymore. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you are someone that has gone through a majority, or at least even just a part of your life, trying to mask an insecurity that you really don't have much control over, or that you're doing the best you can, you just don't like where you are necessarily. I won't say don't like, it's not ideal. Then I think you can relate. I'm me, and as much as the most perfect version of myself is somewhat different than what I am now, I am so proud of where I am and how far I've come, and that's what's most important to me. As far as an eating note, The last few days I've just been eating things that are squishy because of my mouth. I'm feeling a lot better today. I'm hoping I can get like, this week I'll be like more usual than I have been. Like, I don't eat mashed potatoes on a regular basis, although I totally could. But I have been noticing that, you know, I've been out of my routine, and I've noticed it. So it's not just like, I should be doing this, you know, I feel better. Like, my body's missing the constant meditation and the yoga every day, which is awesome, because that's the kind of, like I said earlier, that's the kind of thing I need. I need, you know, positive reinforcement. I need a reason to keep going, because sometimes I'll get somewhere, you know, like kind of halfway, and I'll be satisfied, and then I'll stop and I'll give up because I just don't have patience to keep going. So I'm really pleased with how far I've come so far. It has been 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the 11th day since my like announcement of my wellness thing. And I haven't been perfect. Again, I had surgery. I had a lot going on. I didn't do yoga every single day. In fact, I'm on my 7th day of my like yoga camp thing that I'm doing online. And I should be on my 11th ideally. But, you know, I heard something a while ago that said, if someone gave you the directions to get where you wanted to go and you realized you made a wrong turn, would you turn around and go back, or would you continue going in the wrong direction? And a lot of us, I think, especially as a society, do that, where if we like pick a diet or we pick an exercise routine and we miss one day or we do one thing wrong, we just relapse and give up. But if you think about it that way, like, no, of course you turn around and go the right way, because that's where you want to go. You don't want to go this like crazy weird way that was wrong. So every day and every moment is a chance to continue or start over. So that's how I've been looking at it. And for those of you that have been asking, our new puppy is transitioning really well. She and Reese are getting along great. She's pretty housebroken now. We haven't had an accident in like 2.5 weeks. She asks to go outside, so she's doing well. We've got to work on next just basic things like stay. Like Reese, our first dog, he knows how to sit, stay, shake, he can give a 10, give 5, roll over. He knows go. Josie knows sit. She's learning stay though. She'll be there. She'll get there. And we'll get back into filming some videos for you guys. I have a lot of ideas as far as food goes. If you have any, please let me know. Just in case you're wondering, this is like ideal Sunday for me. And this is not just for the camera. This happens. Guys, like seriously, no cholesterol. Look at that. No cholesterol, no trans fat, no pasta. All the carbs you're gonna get from this dish are from vegetables. No refined flour. Your waistline, your heart, and your loved ones are gonna thank you for taking this plant-based route. Promise. Well, now this is an interesting angle, isn't it? The fucked up part is that I have a mount. I have a mount where you can be all pretty right and, you know, very proper, but it's in my house, which is a great place for it. Anyway, so just so you know, there's going to be a background humming. I turned the air off just now, or the heat rather. There's going to be a background humming because I have a part in my car that needs to be replaced, but my car, it gets me from A to B. The internal parts are great, and I got a compliment on how pretty she was the other day. So, this is fucking makeshift. I feel like a MacGyver. Anyway, you hear it? Anyway, just gonna hop on real quick. I went on Facebook recently on Monday, and I said about how I'm taking a brief hiatus, really until the election's over, because I couldn't take it anymore. I ended up having like a crucial panic attack on Monday. Like, I haven't had a panic attack like that in 3 years. And I just kind of like went into hiding for about a day and a half. I had to like recenter. Legit, I will put a picture up of all of the self-care things I was doing to try to like get myself feeling back to normal. because I just decided, I was like, I cannot let this anxiety take me over. Like, I've been working so hard to let go of anxiety and stress and be in the moment, and like, I was overcome by it. So I was on my balcony in the fresh air next to a fresh plant with a scented candle. I did a do-it-yourself hair mask, face mask. I journaled, I meditated, I did yoga, like every single self-care tip I'd ever done or suggested for myself, I did all at once. I was drinking water, like I was determined, and it worked. I'm still, you know, kind of recouping. I don't want you to tip over again. This is, just put my mount in the car, Alicia. Put the mount in the car. Anyway. So my point is that since then, I have been trying to figure out how I'm going to cope with this anxiety, because I can't just stay holed up in my house forever. And my answer was to just get out and, you know, move around and do things I love more. So I'm spending more energy and more time on that, and I have less room, time, and energy to spend on being anxious and worrying about things I can't control. It's been working pretty well so far. I mean, I'm not perfect, but I can feel myself. I can feel where I'm growing, so that's good. Progress, not perfection, right? So the reason that I wanted to hop on 3 minutes later is because I wanted to tell you what that means to me. So what that means is continuing doing the yoga that I talked about in my like wellness announcement. And then also like exercising. Well, I just got my wisdom teeth out, so I can't, and I still have like sockets, like open sockets, so I can't like really like run or breathe through my mouth a ton yet. I do really enjoy running for brief periods of time. I really like high intensity interval training, but that will have to come once I'm more healed. So I've been walking a lot, and when I walk, I bring my music. And lately, I go through phases, but lately I've been on like a 1970 through early 90s music kick. Sorry, this person just like reversed at probably like 50 miles an hour. Like, was serious about it, just to go forward in the same direction. Anyway, so I've been listening to a lot of War, a lot of Quincy Jones, Stevie Wonder, the Gap Band, Earth, Wind and Fire a little bit. I think I play them out for myself. But I've been listening to those a lot, and like, I dare you to listen to those and not dance. And so I dance in the street, like literally, and I clap my hands, I'm snapping. Sometimes if I feel like it, I'm singing on top of my lungs, like off key. I don't give a fuck. This is the time for me. I am in the moment because I am sucked into the music, and I'm feeling the wind on my face, and you know, it makes me keep going. I don't notice how far I walk. Like today, I meant to take a quick walk for maybe 1.5 miles, and I walked for 3 instead, and I've walked 24 miles in the last 3 days, which is pretty good. 4 days, last 4 days. 4 days. And I wanted to tell you, so people look at me crazy. People look at me absolutely crazy, especially when I'm at like an intersection and waiting to cross. I'll keep dancing. Like, I don't care. Like, this is my time. I'm sure I'm like a little bit afraid that someone's gonna call the police because they're gonna think I'm intoxicated, but it's fine. Even if they did come, they could drug test me or breathalyze me, and I would be clean as a whistle, because this is just my energy. It's my endorphins. It's what makes me happy. And I smile at people. Even like yesterday, this woman had a really pretty scarf. She was walking, and I told her I liked it, and she's like, oh, thanks. And people are like really apprehensive. Even if I'm not dancing, I'm just walking. Like at the beginning of my walk, I don't walk out, you know, like skip out and start, you know, grapevining down the road. But like, the thought of that, I'm just grapevining it down from the stairs of my apartment. But even at the beginning of my walk, people are like, just look at me crazy, like, why is this girl smiling at me? And Sadhguru had made a comment once, I don't remember which video it was that I watched, and he said, oh, like about how people feel vulnerable when they smile. And if you smile at someone, they look at you like, most people don't smile back because they're like, why are you smiling? Why are you making yourself vulnerable? And then I saw something yesterday that said I would always rather be the one who smiles versus the one that doesn't smile back. And I'm taking it a step further because I'm, you know, y'all know I'm an overachiever and I'm a little extra. And, you know, for me, the things that people are looking at are, I'm smiling, I'm dancing, like arms jumping around, dancing. Sometimes I get like, I'm listening to George Clinton, or like if I'm listening to, see him strutting down the street, no forgetting, he's the dude. That's my Quincy Jones rendition. Sometimes I'll get like a, you know, smooth little like pimp walk going, you know, and so I would rather be the person that smiles, dances in the street and sings out loud than the one who doesn't smile back, never dances, and sings to themselves and never out loud. Like, don't get me wrong, I do all those things. Sometimes I'm just walking, sometimes I don't sing, sometimes I'm singing to myself, or like I'm just like, you know, I'm not always singing, but sometimes I am. And the other thing other reason I like it is because, like, my dad does that too, but he has like the big headphones and he'll walk down the street. I remember when I was a kid, like my friends would be like, I saw your dad, you know, walking and dancing, you know, and I'd be like, oh god, that's my dad. So, I mean, the music that I'm listening to is music that my dad has either put me onto or it reminds me of him in some way, and I really didn't mean to start dancing, but that's just kind of how, and I get it now, like, how can you not dance? And why not dance, you know? And so it makes me feel close to him in a number of ways, and I feel like I'm kind of carrying on his street dancing legacy. So we'll see how long I'm still like trying to figure out what I'm going to do in the winter, but that's just my type A talking. So I'm going to run in and have some breakfast and spend this beautiful Saturday morning, like, hello fall, with my family. I hope you do the same. As always, happy and healthy. Love you.